at the Wall Street, it was a okayish move coming in for the Wall Street. If you look at the way how it shut shop, you had Dow that managed to notch a record close, but actually traded absolutely flat with positive buys. You had S&P 500 that ended higher as well, and this both of these indices were awaiting, or rather are awaiting, the Nvidia's quarterly report, which will be released later today. So on back of that, you had the S&P 500 ending in the positive territory. You had Dow Jones that ended logged in a fresh record close as well. If you look at the heavyweight tech stocks, there was a mixed performance coming in on that particular front, while Nvidia shares actually saw an uptick of about 1.5% on an intraday basis. Also, if you look at what Apple did, it closed higher by about 0.4%, while you had Amazon that dipped about 1.4%. S&P 500, like I mentioned, ended the positive territory, ditto coming in for Nasdaq as well. So yes, all in all, it was an okayish way of move coming in for the US market. The data on Tuesday actually showed that the US consumer confidence rose to a 6-month high in the month of August, while the consumers also became more anxious about the labor market, especially after the unemployment rate had actually jumped to a near 3-year high last month. So yes, you had an economic data, and there are a slew of economic data later this week as well. So the Wall Street is eyeing that, with the Dow ending on a record closing high for a second consecutive session.
Well, absolutely, and there's lots to look at when you take a look at crude oil as well as crypto. Firstly, let's take a look at crude oil. Then in US, crude oil futures fell more than 2% to close below that $76 per barrel mark after surging in the previous session on reports that OPEC member Libya will be halting production as well as exports. Now, Libya produces about 1.2 million barrels per day, with the overwhelming majority of its crude exported to the global market. So that's an important update coming in there, and European nations also serving as the main buyers. So US oil surged because it is the best substitute then for importers looking to replace lost Libyan supply. So this is going to be an important one there. When you take a look at WTI, you're looking at levels around $75 a barrel. A downtick of about 2.4% coming in for WTI. When you take a look at Brent as well, you're looking at a downtick coming in of about 2.3% there as well. Both contracts are up on a year-to-date basis, but when you take a look at Brent levels, it was currently around those $79 per barrel levels. Now, Goldman, of course, slashed its forecast for Brent prices by $5 to a range of $70 to $85 per barrel, and expects the global benchmark to also average around $77 in 2025, and that is significantly down from their previous forecast of $82 when it comes to Brent as well. So that largely is the handover when it comes to Brent. When you take a look at cryptocurrencies, fell on Tuesday even as this was after Asia futures pointed lower, triggering a wave of liquidation on the Bybit exchange. So when you take a look at the price of Bitcoin, you're looking at a dip coming in of 6.2% coming in. For Bitcoin, Ether as well tumbled more than 8%. So that's an important move coming in for both Bitcoin as well as Ethereum.
All right, so that's the way how the commodity markets, crypto market actually panned out in the overnight trading session.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.